Okay, so today we're gonna go ahead and build something a little bit more funky today in The Sims 4. I was scrolling through Google and I saw this picture of like a floating house in the middle of like the water, and I thought that's kind of a fun idea. I unfortunately don't have the picture. I don't know how I came across it. It was a couple days ago, but I was like, you know what? That's a fun idea. So let's try to attempt to build it in The Sims 4. So of course we're doing it in the island that came with the island living. I think it's called Solani, and basically we're just starting the nice platform in the middle of the ocean. Luckily for this, it was a nice big watery area, so I had quite a bit of space to build the actual house itself. I unfortunately did not do anything on the inside for like the interior other than making it a big open space, but it is of course on my gallery page. There's a lot of custom content in it, but luckily the most of the custom content is just the doors and windows. So you definitely could use it with something that is base game compatible or something that is just another Sims pack just to make it look somewhat similar. Other than that, like all the landscaping and the wall colors and all that stuff is pretty much all from just the regular game itself. But as you can see, it is a triple story type of wall height, so that way it is nice and high for that. And then you'll be seeing me adding some windows all across it. At first I was gonna do this really cool idea of making like a mirrored building, but the custom content that I did have, it only looks like mirror when you zoom in. So I went with these nice simple white windows. They are by no means anything fancy, but I figure if you're in the middle of the water like this, you definitely need to be able to embrace those views, have a lot of fun looking at the water. And although this is not a very realistic type of place to live, I still think it came out kind of cool. But anyways, we're just adding, like I said, the doors and windows right now. I'm going to be adding these really nice big doors that are from the Felix and Harry bathroom collection. So they're these nice big like biofold open doors, and we'll of course add some windows to both sides just to give it a little bit more of that grand entranceway. And like I said, this is a very small build when it comes to the inside itself, but I figured that you could probably fit like one, maybe two bedrooms in here and then have a lot of just, you know, decorations, seating areas and things on the lines of that if you did want to decorate it. Maybe in the future I will, but let's just see if that happens or not. Next, we're going to go ahead and add some skylights. These are not base game, but these came with Island Living as well. They're just called the crystal floor tiles, and I sized them up a bit so that way they look a little bit nicer and a little bit larger of a skylight. And then I was thinking to myself, this is looking a little bit plain, so I decided to add like these pillars on each side of the building just to give it a little bit more interest, a little bit more architectural detail. I know that there's nothing that's really needed for this structure itself. I just want it to look a little bit more funky. I figure this is a very modern build, so might as well go out with a bang and do something just a little bit, you know, a little bit futuristic on top, and that's what I kind of went with. And then all the accents for this are of course either in white or gray. I wanted to have that monochrome type of look to it just because you're right in the bright, beautiful ocean, trees and everything all over the place. So I figured you didn't have anything too bright and bold in the middle of the water itself. But we're just adding some fencing to this, and I did make a little bit of gap on each side so that way you could put a dock on there if you wanted to, or essentially if you did live here, jump in. It's not really built for like Sims gameplay because I don't think they can jump in the water, but like, what do I know? I have not played The Sims itself in years, so I don't even know what they can and cannot do. Next, we're adding one of my favorite floor tiles, and this is from the Harry Brownstone collection. Just some nice wood, and then we're just finishing it off with some simple steps. I will be adding some landscaping around the entire like sandy area. I will say I'm not good at landscaping at all. That's my biggest downside, is that if it's beachy, I just add some floweries and I add some palm trees, but other than that, I'm terrible. That's one thing I need to start working on, is I feel like I'm really good at the actual execution of like interiors and exteriors. I think I'm pretty good at, depending on what type of build it is, but we went with something that was just a little bit colorful with the florals. We, you know, added this nice little stone circle right in the front, and we're just gonna be lining it with some, you know, beachy looking plants. Like I said, I am not good at the beachy stuff at all, so I tried my best, so hopefully this doesn't look terrible when it comes to this, you know, landscaping itself. But we did add some rocks, lots of flowers all over it, and overall I feel like this place came off really, really cool. In just a few moments you're gonna see the final view of where you have like the before and after of like the night sky versus the light sky, and I think it's really cute. I think it turned out really, really good if you ask me. I definitely would think it'd be fun to vacation here. It's giving me those vibes of like going someplace in the Mediterranean or going to like Bora Bora or something along the lines of that when you do see the final shot of it. But I had a lot of fun building this. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it as well. If you have not already, please make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're here on YouTube, and also make sure to follow me on the other socials at Austin Fendler for Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and of course YouTube. And in just a second you will see the final little view of it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, comment if you like this build or not, and here is the final little view of the daytime versus the nighttime. Had a lot of fun. Hope to see you guys again soon.